doing the live Inkstream right here with the Phantom. For everybody that's been watching so far, we're doing Leaf Fox the Phantom, and yeah, we're on the upswing, getting going on this. Shouldn't be too much longer. I'm gonna get in here and just start cleaning up with some erasers, so I can kind of lay my hand down. I'm a messy guy when I when I draw. I don't really wear the guard too much. I'm gonna start doing it more, but yeah, I just kind of don't really do it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get in here, start erasing a little bit, just kind of clean up some area using the Moo eraser. And yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of work done tonight. Probably get up to about 90% with it, I'm thinking, unless some other ideas pop in my head, which I'm always down for. Got to keep an open mind when you're working on your work. When you're working on your work, I always say, yeah. Okay. Did a draw stream the other night with over on Omer Glitch's channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, go check it out. It's Omer Glitch, all one word. And we were doing a Biztober, so came up with this idea a few months back. He had a Simon Bisley Lobo book, where it's I believe it's like the Thoughts of Lobo. It's an empty comic book. It was a big controversy about it back in the day when it came out. A lot of people were mad, but yeah, you open the book, it's empty, just a bunch of blank pages. And I was telling him, hey man, we should fill those up and do some drawings. We should do maybe like a Biztober. And he thought that was a good idea. And then, here we are. He's doing them every Friday on his channel. So I was doing some Lobo shit. You know what? I'll grab it in a minute. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to jump on his stream on every Friday this month and finish that Lobo piece. So that's been pretty fun. And for everyone watching, thanks for stopping by. This channel, I do comic book reviews, comic book, cartoonist tips. I also do live draw streams now, so I just started doing it. The channel just turned 6 years old. Used to be Metal Movies and Brewskis, and now it's more about cartooning, because that's what a comic artist is. He or she is still a cartoonist. So, how's it going, Batman man? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, appreciate you. Yeah. Right now we're just cleaning this up. So if you guys are into that sort of thing, I've been doing a lot of reviews on like barbarian stuff and dark fantasy as of late. Conan the Barbarian. We're doing a little bit of Battle Beast from Invincible. There's this new series called Viking Moon. It's a werewolf Viking book about the first Vikings that came to America and landed in Newfoundland, Canada. Reviewing that. I'm doing Absolute Batman right now as well. So reviewing a lot of books. I'm also doing a lot of independent comic books. I have tons of those to review as well that I have not even read yet, that are just sitting in a pile. So if it's something I feel that I want to share with y'all, then I'm going to do a review on it. That's how I always feel, man. If you got something cool, share it with the world, So it starts getting dirty. It starts getting really dirty like that, and you want to clean it off. So what I do is I just kind of rub it off like that, clean it up. A pile. There's that. And I also work on comic books myself. I'm working on my own comic book called Hell War. Hopefully going to have that launching on a crowdfunding campaign this March. So I'm looking forward to that. I got about 7 pages left to pencil and ink. It's going to be black and white book. Very indie. and it's about a Viking bounty hunter in the 90s that's in a metal band, and he works for Helnora, which is the goddess of hell, and he's on his last final mission, and then he's free. So that's going to be coming out. He has to go save his brother from Helheim. There we go. Looking forward to bringing that and releasing that on the world, unleashing that on the world. Hey, what's up, cuz? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? So yeah, I'll be putting that out on crowdfund. I don't know if it's going to be Kickstarter or what. I might do everything. It just depends. But I got the 7 pages left to do that, or 7, yeah. And then I got to start scanning it in. I got over 100 pages of Hell War to scan in, and then I have to start lettering those. So I'm probably going to buy a new tablet. I'm thinking I might get an Android, and I'm going to start lettering that bad boy. Probably going to use Clip Studio this time. I normally use Photoshop, but I'm going to switch it up. So, but my goal is to have that book ready to launch for March. So, fingers crossed. So right here, we're just cleaning this guy up a little bit, getting that erasing off, and then we're going to start laying down some more inks. Hey, what's up, Bascom? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I hope you have a good. Thanks, man. Hope you have a good get some good rest, and thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate it, man. So this guy right here, probably gonna leave him like that for a bit. Same thing with this guy, because he's still in mid still drawing him. Again, gonna clean the eraser so I don't smear it. Probably gonna go for about an hour tonight. Probably gonna keep it kind of short, and then I'm aiming to do 2 of these streams a week. So and then on Friday I'm gonna try to get on Omer Glitch's Biztober. Oh, thanks for the subscribe, cuz. I don't know who I'm gonna draw next. I think I'm gonna have to do horror. Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw a horror character. I don't know who next though. I was thinking maybe Vlad the Impaler or Dracula. I haven't done Dracula before. He's one of my favorite characters, you know. And there's so many options. What about Dracula versus Nosferatu? That would be fun, right? Or what if I did the old Nosferatu, Max Schreck versus Bill Skarsgård? Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be a fun little matchup, right? I have these like ideas of having other characters fight each other, you know, like little matchups. I did one. It's kind of ass now, but it looks okay, but it's still kind of ass. It's the 2 Pennywises. It's Tim Curry versus Skarsgård. So I drew them both. It came out okay. It's all right. I don't love it, but I think it's okay. I did it a few years back, like when that first remake came out. But yeah, it's over on my Instagram. But yeah, now I could have done something better. But yeah, I have these ideas, man. Like I was doing like another concept I had was metal mascot matchups. So I'd have like Eddie from Iron Maiden versus Vic from Megadeth, shit like that, you know. It's fun. I had the Soil Worker versus the Jester mask from Soil Work versus In Flames. I had them fighting. Again, these drawings came out kind of whack, so now I could do them a little more justice. I've learned a little bit more like in the past 5 years, so I might do that sometime. I might bring that back. I think that'd be a fun little thing to do. Got a lot of things planned for this channel. I got to start doing some more. Hey, what's up, cuz? Yeah, thanks again. I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. I got to do some more videos. I think I'm gonna do like one a month of just like the metal cartoonist updates on the channel and what I'm doing with my books and stuff like that. No one really watches those ones, so I don't really do them that much. But if you guys have anyone that's watching this, or if there's any type of drawing videos or whatnot you want me to make, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I'm trying to build like a community over here for comics and metal and all that stuff that we like. Comics, metal, pulps, Robert E. Howard. I just watched the Robert E. Howard movie the other night. It's on Tubi. It's pretty sad. It's called The Whole Wide World. Vincent D'Onofrio plays him. I thought he did a pretty good job. I've never seen any real footage of Howard. I don't think any exists really. I've never heard him before speak, so I don't really know what he sounded like or what. I've seen a couple photos of him, but the movie was pretty good for like an independent 90s movie. But yeah, it had Vincent D'Onofrio, and then Renee Zellweger was like his girlfriend in there. But it shows him, talking about Conan, and he had a weird performance in there. Felt like he was almost like schizophrenic. He always looked like he was drunk with life. Like there was someone there always haunting him, like a character or a world. He could always see something going on. He could never really sit still. He was always on the move, always thinking, always conjuring, always manifesting. Hey, what's up, Phil? Zaid Comics. You guys go subscribe to Zaid Comics. He's got some fantastic books. He's got a new weird Western that just came out. You could back it on his website. It's called The Man with No Strings. Looks really cool. I'll just leave it at that. You guys go check it out. If you want, Phil, drop your link. I'm not sure if it should work. Eventually, I'm going to get more cams and stuff like that. That's the plan anyways. We're always in a amorphous state, but things are looking pretty good for me, hopefully. In the next year or two. So I got big plans for the channel and for my comics and art and all that jazz. So much pencil work on here, man. Gotta clean it up. Yeah, there we go. There's the link right there. So hopefully that'll work. I've got a bunch of reviews on his books on the show too. If you guys go check it out. A couple playlists. I got the Dark Age of comics reviews on there. All kinds of indie reviews you guys can check out. Yeah, I got like a notification. This channel is 6 years old. It's just like, damn, the time went by so fast. Feels like it's been so fast, but it also feels like it's been a long time. Yeah. Thanks, cuz. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just trying to do what I can and hopefully entertain you for a couple seconds of your day. I'm watching the X-Files right now. I'm trying to go back and watch like 2 episodes a day. It's been pretty fun. The X-Files. Let's see, there's that. Okay. All right, I think for the most part I got what I need. There's more right here. There's always more. Yeah. So I went in and I drew the gun right here. It's a Colt 45. I wanted to get a little more of a reference, but it's not really zoomed in too much. So it's a black pistol. And then I referenced the junk ship a little bit. So I did that just before the stream. I just Googled it on my phone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the rest of the stuff I could just kind of get in there and attack it. Hey, Drawn Sword, what's up, man? Yo, why not work on your Hellwar comic live? You know what? I wish I did, because I just started doing these live streams a few months back now. But I'm on the last 7 pages of the book, and it's just all spoilered right now. So I can't really show it live, otherwise I'd just be spoiling the whole ending of the book. Yeah, but definitely want to do that for the once I start working on my new stuff. Unless it's like a project I'm working on with another writer or something. If it's mine, I'm going to try to show as much as I can. Yeah, I definitely gave him a Bisley arm for sure. That arm's way too big and long, but I wanted to, man. It's like, yeah, I'm going to make this a big fucking arm. And long too. But yeah, I want to definitely be working on some stuff live that I'm going to be doing next. And I'm building up I'm working on 2 barbarian stories, and I got that. I'm working on a book too with my buddy Brian. That's going to be a demon hunter, witch hunter book. But that I'm probably not going to show too much live. I did one video live where I showed one of the vampires in there. It's a vampire hunter book mostly, called The Puritanian. And I'm almost done with everything he's written for it so far. He's just got to finish some more of the script. Then I'll get in there and I'll probably show some of that. But if it's the book's only going to be like maybe 20 to 40 pages, I don't know how much I could show, without spoiling it. And it is fucking action packed. My buddy Brian, he wrote it, and it's a character I came up with like maybe 15 years ago, called the Puritanian. And Brian just wrote the whole story, the dialogue. He's giving him an origin. I got with my buddy Brian Christgau, and I redesigned the character a little bit. But the dude's in solid white, and he's a Puritan, and he has like these gold crosses that come out of his these gauntlets, that just pop out, and he just fights. He does the chopping, dude, on the vampires. He also has a gigantic Knochenbrecher German sword that's bigger than him, and he's like Wolverine, man. He's like 5 foot or 4'11". He's small. He's a badass. So he loves just getting the blood splattered all over his white clothes. He's got the white leather, and he's a drunk too. He's a drunken fool. So he's really inspired by Solomon Kane and Captain Kronos. Your artwork is the best. Thanks, cuz. Space Outlaw Bebop, thanks for stopping by. You didn't want to do that. It was an accident. Someone just pointed it out, and now you can't quit thinking about it. Womp. Sweet. But yeah, man, those are some of the books I'm working on right now. Yeah, and then I'm working on a lot of stuff right now, so definitely want to start showing stuff. And Drawn Sword, you guys go subscribe to Drawn Sword. He's got an awesome book that's available over on cromthebarbarian.com, called Scoundrel's Dread. It's his it's a look into one of his universes. It's these space mercenaries. It's really dark and gothic, and it's got that death metal amps going for it. Go check it out. I still got to pick up that book too. I got to pick up Phil's book. Phantom's horse, I believe his name is Hero, and the dog's name is Devil. The wolf, yeah. Let's see here. Go subscribe to Drawn Sword. Drawn Sword, I'm looking forward to your work, man. I love your work. Man, I got to get back to writing the Lost Pages 4. Dan Dahl is catching up on me with his page. That's what happens. And Brian, I told him I could give him like 12 pages a year. Because how much longer are you going to be live? Because I'm going to leave for a little bit. I'm going to be going probably at least 45 more minutes or longer. Brian wrote maybe 12 pages, but some of them I'm like, hey, bro, can I expand on these and make them a couple more? So there's that. I haven't caught up to him yet. I still got more, but I like to switch it up, like I'm working on Hell War pages. I'm writing another story. I'm building up a world and writing a story for that world. I actually wrote I wrote a script for Hell War 2. If I ever get around to that, if I ever want to do that, it's there. I know where I want to take the story. It's just when things come, I don't piss them off. I embrace them. I like to jump on different waves of electricity for art. You know what I mean? Like if you're a creator, I think that's the best thing to do. As long as you don't have like a deadline, then that's okay. I don't have really solid deadlines for anything I'm doing. I'm not working for anybody, so I could do whatever I want. If things take longer, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Unless someone's like, "Hey, man, I need this," and it's a really, really something important, then it has to be done that quick, then I'm gonna do it. But otherwise, I like to go where the inspiration's going. I think it helps. You got the devil right there, hero right there. Let's throw some water up. But yeah, like catching up with Dan Dahl, that's cool. And I'm sure I'm not sure actually. I don't know. Everybody's different, but I know me. It's like I kind of used to just work on one thing at a time, and now I kind of like working on a bunch of stuff. It's fun. The only thing is like there is something really cool just about knocking things out and completing stuff. So. But I also know I know about burnout too. You can get burnt out doing the same thing all the time. So if I'm not forced to do it, I'm not gonna make myself do it. So I have to. Let's see here. That right there. Have a little saddle right here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, everything's potted. You just gotta. Oh, he's in a groove. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's always nice. Looking forward to that. It's good when you're in a groove. Yeah, if this was my full-time job, though, oh man, I'd be knocking shit out. I know it for sure. Yeah. I wish it was. Yeah, I come from me. If I'm writing my own stuff, I like to just just start writing like even dialogue, and yeah, and just keep going back and changing the script, changing the plot, story, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. At least for a like a prose. That's what I'm doing right now, and then once that's done, then I'm gonna go and chop it up and maybe change some of the editing and the wording. So it's a fun read. You're actually reading it, and then if I'm gonna make a comic book adaptation of it, I'm probably gonna chop that up and see what works good with comic. So I'm doing that with some stuff. I think it would be fun. Let's see here. Got that. Yeah, and you're a good writer, Phil. I'd say you and Brian are like some of the best out there. Let's see. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah. I don't really write that much. I'm just starting to right now. I don't really consider myself a writer, but money. Thanks for stopping by, money. Yeah, definitely not a writer, but I like to write, and I am working on writing stories with lots of dialogue, and doesn't mean it's good, but with action and things like that. I don't know if I'm going to turn them into prose and comics or both, but yeah, I figured I could start out that way, and then I could chop it up for a book format. Prozac. Thing is when you're writing, you can just keep going, man. You can keep going and writing whatever you want, and as soon as I'm starting to read what I'm writing, I'm like, oh man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of pages, because if I have to draw it, I'm like, oof, damn. That's when I start editing everything. But that's the cool thing about writing, though, man. The sky's the limit. As soon as you figure out that you have to start doing the illustrations, you're like, okay, to start editing right now. So I don't want to have to draw all that stuff. It's not enough time. So you're real picky and choosy. But yeah, I've always wanted to make like a sword and sorcery book. So working on some stuff like that, and it's kind of hard to build a world that's not like a ripoff of other, people too much. There's just tropes that are kind of hard to like side up, if you will. Yeah. It's that new Deathstalker's coming out pretty soon. I was gonna go get the tickets for it, but it's only playing one night at the Alamo Draft House. Sorry, and all the good seats are taken, and I got to work, so I'm like, well, it looks like I'm not seeing Deathstalker. That was the one movie. I mean, not the one, but the one I wanted to see most in theaters. And then Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein's heading to the theaters too. I want to see that. That might, that'd be a fun movie to check out in the theater. I remember seeing the Kenneth Branagh, Robert De Niro Frankenstein in the movie theaters back in the day. I was young. Yeah, that was a good one. I remember the popcorn buckets that said "Be warned," and it had come out right after Bram Stoker's Dracula, and the tagline for that movie, one of them was just beware, and then Frankenstein came out as "Be warned," and when you had that like resurgence of the monster movies, Universal monster movies in the '90s, so you had Bram Stoker's Dracula, then you had Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, then Mike Nichols did Wolf with Jack Nicholson. That movie was fire. And then pretty much The Mummy kind of ended that whole thing. None of them were really in the same universe, but they were really cool. I would almost even say like the Wolfman kind of almost was in there, but I don't know. It's probably not even in the same universe or feel. Maybe not even The Mummy. Now that I think about it, The Mummy was kind of like in the Summerverse. That was Stephen Sommers, the guy that did Van Helsing. He kind of had his Mummy movies, and then he did the Van Helsing movie, and that kind of tied everything. And that was through Universal, so kind of fixed it all like that. And I dug all those movies actually. I have them all. They were that's like a fun cheesy movie, you know. The the Mummy movies and Van Helsing. He was definitely like a Solomon Kane ripoff, but it's all good. Still a fun movie. Yeah. Okay, got this right here. There. Drinking some salted coffee, man. It's pretty good. I don't know if you guys ever been to 85 degrees. Place for your mom. All right. Right. Had to order some new erasers today. Looking forward to that. Those mechanical Tombos. Those are awesome. Amazon had a sweet deal for like $10. You get 10 of them. Gotta have those. Let's see. There we go. Okay. There we go. I have to do Zorro one of these days. I want to do the Rocketeer too. I haven't drawn him before. Okay, there's that. Yeah, and they got a pretty badass Dracula book out right now from Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones. It's another book. There's so many books out. Frog G, that's another book. Jason Bascom was just in here. Frog G 2. The Man with No Strings, that's another good one that's out. Coming out. You could go back that right now. Same thing with Frog G. Just add a little bit of shadows to this right here. That new Naked Gun just came out on Amazon right now. I haven't watched it, but it looks pretty funny. The pirates right there. Ever done your own Marvel matchup character piece? Not yet. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah. Do you mean like if I put like two characters together, like a maybe like let's see, let me think of something. I'm trying to think. Maybe like Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, or like Ghost Surfer, something like that. If that's what you're talking about, or do you mean like them fighting? That type of matchup. Oh, Ghost Rider, Thor fighting, or Ghost Rider, Thor like a kit bash of them. Because yeah, I haven't had any drawn any Marvel characters fighting that I can remember. That would be fun though. I don't even know where I would start. I think I would start maybe the Punisher or something like that, or Thor, or Hulk. Hulk seems like he'd be really fun to draw. I'm really digging that Nick Klein Hulk. Oh, as one character? You know what? I have done Cosmic Ghost Rider, but I haven't. Oh, you know what? I did a DC one. I did a Batman Swamp Thing. That one was pretty fun. Yeah. But it looks like ass. Because I drew it like in maybe 8 or 9 years ago. So now I could really get in there and do a better job. I know I could. Yeah, it was like swamp bat. Yeah, it was fun, dude. Like the concept's cool, but I know that it just looks like ass. But I know back then I was like, yeah, this is cool. I did a good job. It's like, yeah, sure you did, buddy. But yeah, definitely. I would like to do that. That's kind of the rage right now too, man. It's like people are really like they're splicing the characters together. It's a fun thing to do. I ain't got no problem with that. That's what we do, man. It's like the fans in us, like we like to do that. I really like Hulk though, man. He's one of my favorites. Always have. Hulk is badass. A lot of them have been done too. A lot of the like Jim Manfu's Detective Comics. Yeah, that I forgot the name of that book that he did. He's got a few of them though, like the Spider-Man one, and then he's got the detective one. It's like Batman kind of. It's pretty dope, and it's like a just kind of like a basically like comedy. It's like a satire. So he kind of have fun with that, I guess, in that regard. Hey, what up, cuz? Savage Street Vigilante, yeah. I like his style, too. It's fun. Yeah. I kind of low-key want to draw the Dracula, the Kelly Jones and whatchamacallit Dracula. Like their Dracula, I did a review on their second book, The Brides, and he's got his own look and everything. Yeah, and I got like 2 or 3 Dracula books that I want comics that I want to make. You know, like they would like at least probably 2 stories. Like, yeah, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, but I don't really want to work on that right now. It just feels too. Like a lot of people are doing it, and I think that what Jones and what's his name are doing, Kelly Jones, man, and Matt Wagner. I think their Dracula is seminal, man. Like it's the best Dracula I've seen. Like story wise, it could take that, and make it a movie and a cartoon. Comic book is just really fucking awesome. It's like Lord of the Rings, man. Meets Dracula. It's dark fantasy and horror, and Dracula is a fucking monster in there. Straight monster. There's no like redeeming value. You know, he's not some dude trying to woo some one of his princess. You know, that's resurrected or what have you. Yeah. Pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't think there would be that many people watching YouTube right now. It's cool to come on here right now and chop it up with you guys. So, Sunday night. That. A little bit of grass in here. Here and there. Let's see. Right. Gotta let some of it dry. Chill for a second. That. Yeah, I want to check out some of that El Barak written by Robert E. Howard. That sounds pretty awesome. It's like Conan meets Indiana Jones. Yeah, that movie That movie though was pretty good. I mean, it was a love story, but it was Howard's, kind of his life for a second there. They do a bunch of like drops to like Red Nails. He talks about Red Nails in there. He talks about the Iron Giant, or no, the Devil in Iron. It's pretty cool just seeing the name drops. Drawn sword graphics. Thunder Rider would be a long-haired, bearded skull man with a sledgehammer and knee-high boots on flaming long forks, chopper, and fire bolts of lightning. Yeah, that'd be badass, dude. Yeah, that would be a cool one. You should do it, Thunder Rider. Yeah, I like. I'm thinking about picking up that new Incredible Hulk. I really like the art on there, Nick Klein. I think the guy's German or something like that, but his brushwork is just insane. Yeah, and it's like a new Hulk too. He's solid gray, and he's got this big scar, this gamma scar that like goes all the way through his face, all the way down to the center of his chest. I think it's like the Abominable Hulk or something like that, or the Indomitable Hulk, some weird name. It's a new Hulk series. I didn't get to check the last one he did, but I guess Hulk goes to hell in there, and there's a Hell Hulk. But the art in there is just phenomenal. It's one of those books where you kind of get in there kind of late, so can't really can't really do nothing with it. Gonna wait for the trade. That. That dry a little bit. We got this guy's arm right here, chilling. Getting a big chunk bitten out of his hand. Devil's yeah, putting the fear in him. Right, get a little bit of grass here and there. Space it up a bit. Yeah. Got that new Ed Gein movie out too. That looks pretty spooky. That Charlie Hunnam, he looked like he did a pretty good job in there. I don't know though. I haven't seen it. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I guess it's on Netflix right now. Yeah. Creator of what was it? The dude that inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nick Klein, nice Hulk covers. Yeah, and he does the interior art too, from my understanding. Just really thinking about picking that up. It looks like, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I'm also picking up the new Jimmy Palmiotti Punisher, and then I did a review of the other Punisher. So far, it's like a meh. I'll probably pick that up, but a couple people told me I should keep reviewing that Punisher series. So if I'm having people ask me to do reviews of it, then I'll do it if I like the character. But even if I don't know, man, I don't know if I can review it if I don't like the book. So I'll keep doing that. Now the Palmiotti and Panosian Punisher, that's the one that they sat on for like 5 years. So all that woke shit started coming out, and they had to wait. So they wouldn't let them release it. That's coming out that's a 4-parter. It's coming out on Wednesdays, so I'm gonna pick that up. Wednesdays, there's a bounty of new books coming out. But it seems like Marvel's kind of putting out the better stuff right now. I mean, DC's killing it, but I don't know. They're both kind of whack, But we'll see. Gonna start throwing some of these in here. That's a blood right there. Right. I'm really digging. Like I've been looking up stuff on Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon man. Working on a lot of the barbarian stuff. They found this skull that's fucking 1 million years old. I think it was on Joe Rogan's Instagram. I'm like, bro, I didn't think that. I'm like, looks like Robert E. Howard was right, because he was saying that Cole and Conan are 1 million years apart. I'm like, yeah, there's no fucking way. But now it's like, wow. I guess allegedly Homo sapiens been around for 1 million years. All these different primates. Yeah, Homo sapien and Neanderthal and Cro-Magnon man and all the different apes and giants too. You don't even, you get the giants are pretty much the Nephilim. If you want to believe in that, and I do. So. Let's see here. Get this like that a little bit more. Yeah. That. I'll probably start adding a little more shadow to the wolfie now. Just a little more texture to him. yeah, I can't wait till next year. Hopefully, everything keeps going the way it's going. Get the book out. Get the website going. There's that. Web store, I mean. Go get that feral rabid dog, rabid wolf. That. All right. Yeah, I was checking out Guillermo del Toro's what is his X account, and he had like Oscar Isaac's doing the pose as Frankenstein in the window, and he's like reading a book, and it's total like hey, what's up, guys? It's total like a nod to Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein, and he even says like, oh, Oscar's paying homage to Wrightson right here. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I was wondering if Guillermo's like had him do that, or if he was just doing it for fun. And I think there was a couple other just straight up images from the book that they've already like reenacted during the production. Some of the I don't know, some of the look of the monster looks like Bernie's, but he looks like he still kind of has the nose. I know Bernie's doesn't really have the nose, and Guillermo originally had that design for a while, but I think he kind of stepped away from it, which I think is cool. You gotta kind of do what you want, you know. That, you know, isn't exactly like Bernie's. Switch it up a little bit, but yeah, that's gonna be a good movie, I think. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Yeah, got to get the popcorn for that movie. Even if they're going to show it on Netflix, you know, I want to see it in the theater. And I think it's going to be in the theater for 2 weeks. So hopefully I could catch it on like a Tuesday night or something. And take the wife out to watch it. That'd be awesome. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There's that. Maybe a little bit of this right here. Don't want to have too much shrubbery in here. Just in certain spots. Okay. I can get away with this possibly right here. All right. That. I'll probably come in here with the other pin just for a little bit. here and there. If you look at what Bernie did with his grass for Frankenstein, oh my gosh. He really like got in there and meticulously laid out every blade of grass. Where it has like the monster sitting in that sitting in the back of that cabin where he's kind of stalking that family. You could zoom in and see it. It's really meticulous. It's a master work, man. Master class. But I could do something like that for this, but I don't want to do. I don't want to have the blades. I don't want to do every blade of grass because there's a lot of stuff going on in this picture. So, kind of want the eye to be going right here like that. It's kind of been my shtick lately. Obviously, it's versus the world, but right here he's got a little backup, a little bit. But I kind of like doing the whole, just like a regular comic book page, the reverse Z. You know. Yeah. What's that? That's another movie I wanted to check out, The Phantom again. Right. Yeah, they need more swashbuckling movies for sure. Seems like a lot of that stuff's going by the wayside. But that new Frankenstein trailer slaps. It's got him because the first Frankenstein trailer that dropped, it had Oscar Isaac's Dr. Frankenstein narrating the trailers, his monologue, and then the new one has the monster talking, and it shows him really, in action, breaking shit and getting down. Like, so it was cool to see that. I almost feel like in the movie that Frankenstein's wife might get the hots for the monster. I don't know, getting weird feels. That's what it looked like in the trailer. Looked like she was digging on the monster for a second. Go. I want to make this coat a little bigger right here, flaring out a bit. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see. You can always use white paint and stuff like that too if something doesn't work for you guys. You're working on your stuff. Don't be afraid. Got a little tangent right there. Fuck it. Who cares? Bunch of tangents. City right here. Kind of a tangent right there, but it's all good. Tangent, a little bit right here, just little stuff, but it's all good. Just having fun with it. There's that. Tangent City. Bum, bum, bum. I'd have to pull out a microscope and a calculator and a ruler and a bunch of formulas if I didn't want to, not get a tangent. You're gonna get them. Most people, it's gonna happen unless you really meticulously plan out your page, and I think that stunts the fun of it. It's like, oh, fuck, now I gotta get in here and watch all this shit. Make sure nothing touches. Do your best while you're doing it, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my take on that. Especially if it's for something that's, supposed to be like a chill piece, just exercise. Code 45. What size tip are you inking with? Is it your favorite for comic illustration inking? Oh yeah, this is the hard tip by Tombow, the Fuden Usuki. Yeah, this is my favorite by far, man. Because you could go thick or thin. You can go really, really thin too if you really like concentrate. That's why I like it. But then eventually you could come in and start getting more effects with this, like the dry brush and whatnot. Yeah. Right now I'm just adding little bits of shadow here and there. Little bits. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. I normally put using a lot of shadow, but lately I've been kind of getting away from it. I like the, I don't know. Switch it up. Just trying new things. The switch ups. A big ass arm right there. This one is a Tombow. Sorry, let me get the. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. It's Fuden Usuki by Tombow. It's a hard tip. Yeah, brand's Tombow. Yeah, try to get it right here. Oh, it won't focus. Let's see. Try it down here. Yeah, but that's it. They have it on. These they sell these everywhere now, man. Like they're like they got them at like Walmart now. Target, I think, has them sometimes. Yeah, Michaels has them. Michaels online, and they come in a 2-pack with the soft tip and the hard tip. They always come in a 2-pack. Always, always these two. So Fudenosuke. 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 Just in case if I'm not saying it right. Yeah. I think the Japanese make the best art supplies personally. Oh yeah, yeah, it's nice and dark, you know. That's one thing that really bothers me is not getting the blacks dark enough. Yeah. I might even do some pencil right here in the background for this rock face. I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a proper drawing to do is the Phantom. He's kind of like for Halloween, right? Not 100%, but a little bit. Yeah. Yes, that's it, man. And they're very very affordable. Yeah, it's the best for the amount of money. It's the best in the market right now. Everyone's using them. It's like the number one. That one, and then like the pencils. These are good too, but they erase. Like when you erase the pencils, this comes off. I find that with this one, it stays on there, man. You don't really erase the ink, and also the in conjunction with the Tombow, this Tombow or mono eraser, it works great, dude. Like for me, that was always my biggest like concern was erasing inks. That would just always drive me nuts. And now I finally found something that's worthy. You know, all I got to do really is just let the ink dry for like a few hours. I like to do 24 hours, but if I had to do it, you know, I could probably do it in just like 2 or something. But I like to, man. I like to let the ink dry as long as possible. Yeah. Pretty fun right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, yeah, man, that's good. Erasing and not fading the black. Yeah, that's happened my whole life. That's always been like one of my biggest struggles as far as just like that goes with drawing is the erasing and having to go back and re-ink it. And then when you have to go back and re-ink things, for me, it would just destroy the piece. So I've got like hundreds of pieces that are just destroyed because I've had to go back and re-ink it. And now with this, I don't have to do it really. Hey, what's up, Soundwave? Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so that's something I don't have to worry about is going back and doing all that, man. Sucks. It's like double the work. Double the work, no fun. Let's see here. Looking for some dull pencils, some dull pens now. So what I do with these old ones, I save them, and they're good for like shading, This one might be good. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll work. So right here, I might want to do some of the waterfall or the splash. It's coming up right here. Get those tones in there, Maintain low tones with me. Maintain low tones. Just like Balder says, or what's his name from Coneheads? Galder. That movie's hilarious. Yeah, and maybe a little bit of the waterfall too, coming down. Definitely these right here. Some of this rock. Let's see here. Waterfall is sick. Oh, thanks. Waterfall ooze. Yeah. I might come back and add some. Then right here, I'm going to shade this out just to kind of get that inner shade, just to kind of show that little curvature of the mountain, of the peak. And if this doesn't work, I like to use pencils too, Let's leave it like that so it's kind of bright at the top where the sun's hitting a little bit. He's coming down from this side, but still probably getting a rim light right there. And then we could do a little bit of rocks on this. Kind of wanted to shade that. Drawn Sword Graphics. I've been experimenting with the Zebra G-Nib. Glides nice and draws circles well, and the India ink doesn't erase. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Also with this too, you can do all kinds of different swervatures with it. It's fucking awesome. I haven't really been doing that tonight, but yeah, you get a lot of control with this thing. You beautiful art. You thank you for sharing your talent with the world. Oh, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Just trying to do these draw streams. It's a fun way for me to decompress. It's really encouraging to see people making physical art. We have to hold on to that, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. I'm 100% against AI. I don't use it at all. The only way I'll use it is if it's like a Google. It's because now Google, like when you Google anything, it's AI now. So, but other than that, yeah, man, it's no thank you. I have a video on that too if you ever want to check it out. It's about AI being corpo and how traditional art is punk. Traditional art is punk now. Straight up. Underground too. It's freaking crazy. It's weird. Weird times we're living in. People got to get in there, man. They got to get dirty, you know. They got to get the shit on their fingers, you know. Yeah. Get the ink on your hands, you know. I think people are just afraid, you know. I know I am. I'm afraid of like painting. I haven't started doing that yet. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't know. What if I mess up? It's like that's the whole point. You have to mess up. So, but that's one of my things this year. I want to learn how to paint. At least try to do it. Awesome, dude. Me too. It's good to be used for like Google, but that's about it. We'll give it a look. I believe that too. Keep safe. Gotta head off. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, everyone's got their. I don't know. A lot of people use it. I don't. I think it's just it sucks. Personally, most artists are gonna say that though. Like they're not going to be down with AI because it's stealing a lot of jobs. You know, it is. So. There we go. Like AI should be like seen those black and white AI Conan movies. No, I haven't. I've seen some that were like some on YouTube. You know, they try to like summarize some of the stuff. Yeah, I've seen that shit. It's funny. They have like the AI Mako. Conan, sit upon his throne of Aquilonia, beset a troubled brow. It was I, his chronicler. Let's see. Tone. That one, yeah. Yep. It was I, his chronicler. I like him in the movie. He starts like meditating. Shit's pretty badass. Let's see here. Mako. Man, I hope they make like some Conan TV show or movie that's really like the books. That would be so cool. Don't get me wrong, man. Like Conan's my favorite movie. It's the shit, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not like the Conan that Robert E. Howard wrote. They cherry picked a lot of stuff from Cole and Conan, and I want to see a real like adaptation. You know, you could smash a couple of books per movie. You can, especially if you do like we talk about this all the time on this channel, but I think HBO would be the way to go, though, man. Be HBO, 100%. Do it like Game of Thrones and The Sopranos and fucking what else was it? Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Deadwood. That would be sick. But I know I was watching this interview with Robert Rodriguez. He was on Joe Rogan. It was a good interview. It was probably my favorite. Very, very inspirational. I highly recommend go watching it. Even for artists, you watch it like, yeah, you feel good after watching it. It's got a lot of good things that he's talking about with Sin City and whatnot, and El Mariachi. You know, most artists are into that guy just because he does a lot of the stuff himself, like John Carpenter, like the music and what have you. But he said, yeah, man, I pitched a Conan trilogy. You know, the first movie was he was gonna be a thief. The second movie he was gonna be a pirate, and then the third movie he was gonna be a king. And I'm like, that's pretty dope. That's I could live with that. But I kind of want to see him like being a mercenary too, though. Like before he's a king, like I think that's when he's the most badass is when after the pirate days, right before he's a king. Those are like kind of some of my favorite stories. You know, like The Devil in Iron, Beyond the Black River. Man, there's a lot. There's a whole lot. I think it's the Dark Stranger. That's another frontier. Like that's another picked story. Red Nails is the shit. That's another one where he's not. He's just like a straight up barbarian mercenary type guy. That short story too. Forgot the name of it. I think it's like Tale of the Lost Women or something like that, where he has to save that lady and her brother got massacred. Has to fight this like beast right before it eats his chick. It's like flying around. Brass Knuckle Films. Man, wish he'd do a sword and sorcery. Yeah, and he's like, and Joe Rogan's like, yeah, man, well, I know the owner of Netflix. You want me to give him a call? And he's like, yeah, sure. But I know they're working on it. They're always talking about that, like Conan the Barbarian. YouTube, they got the guy Curly. I forgot his name that runs the channel. I think Jack Curly or John Curly or something like that. He's saying, "Oh, they're working on it. They're working on the movie, man. They're working on it." You know. He just dropped a new video too. Two new videos. They have the guy that did the stop frame animation for the toy. They want to do like a Tower of the Elephant stop frame animation with either the toy or some clay, and I'm all about that. That would be cool, like totally like Harryhausen style. But I still want the movie more than that. But I think it'd be fun, just for fun, you know, to have something that'd be fresh too. We've never really seen that. And then there's that, and then there's also a video on like He-Man and whatnot, how that was kind of a botched Conan the Barbarian figure. Yeah. Down for a Tower of the Elephant stop motion. Less hoops to jump to get done. Exactly. And that's the one that the guy wants to do too, the animator. And it's just him and his wife and his kid that do it, his daughter. They do it out of their house, and then they have like a barn in the back. So they're even talking about maybe even doing a Kickstarter for it. Everybody wants Tower of the Elephant. It's crazy. I think it's a dope story too. It's like a good, quick little story. I think if they do a movie, they should have Tower of the Elephant and Rogues in the House. And then I think they should, like the beginning of the movie should be God and the Bull. So maybe start the movie off with God and the Bull. The middle of the movie is Tower of the Elephant, and then the last part of the movie would be Rogues in the House. I think that would be fucking sick, dude. I think that's the perfect way to start a movie, you know? I mean, Frost Giant's Daughter, I think that would need to be a whole movie, personally. And I don't know if that would be like... I think that Frost Giant's Daughter is so off from all the other stuff, because it's basically like a Viking story, you know, and upon reading Howard's works, it's like Conan doesn't really go back there, man. He doesn't really go back to like It's like the Scandinavian version of the of that world. So I don't know, man. I'd probably wouldn't make that the first movie. Probably would combine those 3 thief stories. That's what I would do. Fuck yeah. I think that'd be perfect. And then the next movie would be like pirate stuff. Yeah, a bunch of pirate movies, and then you'd have to do more than a trilogy though, man. You'd have to do at least 4 movies, I think. 4 or 5 movies. You could do a trilogy, but I don't think that would really be doing Conan justice because he does so much stuff. I wouldn't want him to just jump from pirate to King Conan. I want to see the mercenary stuff. I want to see the reconnaissance, the spy stuff that he was doing for Aquilonia along the Black River. Yeah, Belit. Yeah, they're gonna do a Belit toy that's inspired by John Buscema. It's John Buscema's Belit, and also they're gonna do a John Buscema action figure too. That's what they're working on next. So that should be pretty awesome. Looking forward to that, man. Just adding a little bit of tones right here to the Hosi, the hero. I believe his name's Hero. Yeah, the horseback riding. I got my kids doing that. Doing the horseback riding a little bit. Never know, we might need those one day. We might be riding horses again in maybe a couple decades. The world keeps going the way it's going. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie though, man. I think Queen of the Black Coast is like one of the best stories. So is the Pool of the Black one. Or the Pool of the Black ones. I forgot the exact title, but yeah, I think so good. Also, Shadows of Zambulia. That's another one of my favorite stories. And also the Jewels of Guahar. That's another one of my favorite stories. Like most of my favorite stories, he's not a pirate. He's just a barbarian. Like the barbarian stories, like those are. I mean, you could say that he's a barbarian. He's Conan the Barbarian, but those are the ones where he's doing. He's probably like in his like 30s. For me, like the pirate ones, he's kind of in his like 20s. I think that's how it feels. And then when he's a king, he's in his 40s. Like that one scene in what was it? Beyond the Black River. He like grabs that one picked and like lifts him up and like just snaps his arm and then like picks him up in the air and just slams him down on the ground and just the dude just like breaks pretty much. He does like a tombstone to him, like head first into the ground. I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy. Just imagine seeing that, Literally does like a tombstone to him, like, but just throws him head first in the ground and snaps his arm with his just brutal strength. Like that's pretty badass. Conan's so cool. What I like about him too, man, he's like the Batman of that universe. He's just basically like the pinnacle of human perfection in some ways. He's not as smart as Batman in as regards to like sciencey shit, because that's not what he wants. Science would be sorcery for him. But if learning languages and the martial arts and survival, military combat, all that, like crazy. He's probably got like strength like Black Panther or Captain America though, man. Conan's pretty fucking strong, man. He's I think he's stronger than Batman. Yeah, that Big Lit story is pretty sad. So is Beyond the Black River again. That's another really sad to me. To me, it was sad. Like one of those heartfelt stories, you know, like what happens to the family that's on the frontier that's trying to settle. It's pretty brutal. Yeah. Let's see here. Bigger size, Cross and Batman. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of argument too about Conan's like size. Like a lot of people, most people that read the stories are like he's not that big as Schwarzenegger, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely as big. I would say he's bigger than Schwarzenegger. He's Schwarzenegger's side, and he's taller. Because Schwarzenegger in real life isn't that tall. You know, he's like he's not even 6 foot. Conan's definitely 6 foot. I think Schwarzenegger is like 5'10", dude. You know, they say he's tall. Conan is tall, and he's always got a corded neck. He's got a neck like a panther. He's got a big neck. Like they're always talking about how massive his neck is. You know, and the guy's trying to like. I think it's this massive like primate type dude in Shadows in Zambulia, I think is what it was. He's literally trying to choke him out, and Conan just flexes his neck, and the guy can't even do nothing. He just kind of his hand. He just like lets go. So it's like whenever I draw Conan, he's got to have a massive like Brock Lesnar size neck. It has to be like in that canon. And then Arnold, man, he did a lot of martial arts training with a sword. He was pretty fast, even for how big he is. You know, a lot of people say that, oh man, he's too big, he can't move that quick. Like, nah, he moved pretty quick actually. You know, I know yeah, he moved pretty quick. I know that once you get your back a certain size and your arms a certain size, you can't like you can't pull a sword out from behind you and stuff like that. But I think if Conan was a little taller, he probably his limbs would have been a little longer. I know Momoa's bigger than taller than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I thought he's like, you know, good Conan size right there. Probably just Arnie's arms, maybe. I don't know, but still, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I can't really say, because he was swinging that sword around. He swings that sword around pretty good. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have to see the limitations of how big his arms are, you know. Because yeah, I've seen, you know, some guys can't even like the bodybuilders. They can't even like take their shirt off and touch their back. You know, they couldn't like grab a gun from behind them, or so. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Definitely tall, probably as big as you could get to where you can spin the sword around and do a bunch of, you know, cool sword moves. Phantom stripy undies were gay though. Yeah, they were doing that in the movie, and yeah, it just didn't work out. They had to get rid of it. Didn't work good on the screen. I gave him the stripy undies right here though, just to switch it up. That's that Phantom. Was it Phantom 2099? That show's pretty badass too. A little bit of tonage on this guy. Normally don't do that too much, but I'm just switching it up on this piece. Having some fun with it. That. Looking forward to that Predator Badlands, man. That movie looks pretty badass. Pretty cool barbarian kind of style movie right there. Hopefully it's good. We soon shall see. Phantom. Can't wait to see the. Let's see here. Phantom older than Conan? I feel like it is, but I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. I feel like he is though. I really do. Yeah. My grandpa let me all into the Phantom. I remember the movie came out. Yeah, we got the rings and whatnot. I know the pistols too have the skull and then the other sign on one of them, but you can't really see it from here, so I didn't put it on there. The Phantom. There we go. What's that? Look at this in the mirror. That big old fucking Bisley arm. That's funny. Let's see here. All right, I want to use some effects to do a little spatter. Nothing too crazy, just a little. If I can. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ever. So glad I caught the start of this piece. Thank you for continuing the process in multiple streams. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You can always go back and rewatch them. You can listen to me, put on some coffee and yeah. Hear me yabber. Debuted newspapers on February 17th, 1936. Yeah, so he came after the Conan. I'm gonna do a little spatter right here. See how that works out. There's a little trick right here. If it works, might be dried out. Yeah, looks like it's dried. Might have to use another one. Let's see if this one's even. Oh, it should be coming out here in a second. Here we go. I don't want to pull out a bunch of ink. Let's try this out. Save that. Got another one right here. Get these for $1.25 too at the Dollar Tree, yo. These are like wannabe the Pinto brush pens, but they're not as good. But they're fun, I use them for the spatter to fill in black sometimes. And the one that I have is fine, but just for some reason it's not spitting. It ain't spitting, yo. See, that's why, because it probably doesn't have the tip, maybe. So here we go. Spitting game. A bit of that. Some dots in there too, Add a little drama to it. And then I'll wait a second and then I'll hit it from this side too, That's why I left that gap there, all that white void space, because I wanted to come back and do that. Same thing with this. So wait a little second, let it dry, give it a second. But yeah, that movie, the Phantom, decent, man. I was even saying that, like, What if Billy Zane came back and did another one? You know? Yeah, these pins are pretty dope. Yeah. Boop. Yeah, I like them. And then if you got a fan by you, I got a fan right here. It's pretty powerful too. Put it right on the drawing, like that. It'll dry it out really quick. Yeah, it'll speed it up in like no time. Yeah, that will erase though pretty quick. So, all right, do a little bit right here. This side we got a little pool. Okay. That spray. All right. There we go. Looks a little better. Got that right there. I think it's cool to have a little spray, you know, up here either. I got some already, but just a little mist, you know. As a kid, I thought Billy Zane was the Mummy. Yeah, right. He looks just like him. Arnold Vosloo, I think his name is. Just like rotating the brush around too. The tip. Definitely gonna do it right here too. Gonna have a little bit of that spatter, you know. Just kind of gives that little extra, in my opinion. They got this on Photoshop. You could do it, you know. I've used it before for when I was doing the butch cleaver. It's a little easier too. You just spray paint it with the brush tool. But something fun about this, you know. It's a little more rewarding. Get to do it by hand. There's that, and then we got one more right here. Let's try to do the spatter with the motion of action. You know what? I'll probably save that one for later because that one has to be erased. I gotta erase some of the pencil right there. But it's getting up there. Getting there a little bit. Kind of want to go in there with a little pencil, or not pencil, ink. Just these eyes of the dog, I want them to be a little bigger. Just really make them stand out a little bit more. Yeah, Billy Zane. He could probably play the Phantom right now. Do another one. I'd be down with that. I'm all about that. Might be a little too old, but I'd still be cool with it. Not have a problem with that. Those really black. There we go. There's that. Put that in there. Something about the white eyes on the animal, just on the horse. Just I think it looks cool. I think a lot of characters look cool with just white eyes or just like a dot. I don't know. It's, especially if they're like a dark character. It really sells the mystique, the aggression, the berserker in that character. You know. What's his name? Zafino does that a lot. He'll have these like black eye sockets and then like a couple white dots sometimes. Looks really cool. Doesn't do it all the time, but he does a lot. I think there's something that could be said about that. You don't always got to draw the whole. I don't think you always got to draw the pupil and the reflection of the eyes and all that all the time. Yeah. And then I used a reference for the dog right here the other day. I was for this wolf. I got one picture of a wolf. He was like standing down. It was almost the same exact pose that I had done freehand. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I like this one of the snarl, and I cut that out and laid it on top right there, and just printed it out. It's almost the same pose, so worked out pretty good for me. The tail, there's no tail in there, but I put the tail in. You gotta, I don't know, man. Gotta be melodramatic, you know? Melodrama. Have that tail in there. This piece is starting to be kind of fun. It's turning out fun. Yeah. Osama El Hawat. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Just finishing up some final touches right now. This is the Phantom, Lee Folks, the Phantom. Trying to remember everything. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make the trunks black, like Drawn Sword was saying. These don't look the black trunks look better. They pop a lot more. Probably leave that little sheen at the top though. There we go. Yeah. Looks better. I gave him these like these cast iron gauntlets, you know. I think that would be that's pretty cool. He doesn't have the gauntlets. Let's try this out a little bit. Kind of want the cast iron on that a little bit more. Something about cast iron. I think it looks cool. And we make it a little more like that right there too. And he's got his. I gave him a phantom sword too. He doesn't. I don't know if he has a phantom sword or not. Oh, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was bugging me. Kind of want to come in there with the little white, you know. See if this thing's working right now. Got my little box. Take that with me everywhere. It's pretty cool. I don't really use those jelly roll pins, but I think there might be a new one that I can use. I seen it at the store and I was gonna get it, but I didn't. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. See, this thing's flowing. It should work. There we go. Just a little bit. How many subscribers do I have? I think I have like probably around almost 700, I think. Something like that. Yeah, channel's been growing. I've been real blessed. Yeah, see these pins. I don't know what it is. I just don't have the feel for them. The ink just doesn't flow for me. Yeah. I got to get the right pin. I don't know if any of you guys would recommend any white pins. I have some new ones. I haven't busted them out yet, though. I got to figure out where I put them. Maybe around here somewhere, but I know there's ink in here. It's just I want to figure out how to use it. Yeah. I'm just like a little. Sometimes I just want like a little hint of white just kind of popping out sometimes, you know. or at least I want to have that option where I could come in and hit it with some white, and if I'm like, no, it looks lame, then I could go back and I could just black it out again, you know. But I like having that option sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting there though. We're getting there. I think I'm might add a sky to this. I was gonna do. I was thinking about doing some thumb sky, but I don't know. Thinking about trying like something new with that. I might not. I think I'm just gonna do something with the brush still. Let's try maybe this one. Might be a little lighter. Yeah, this might work. Just want to do something different. Eight subs. I just keep pushing, you know. Sometimes it takes a while. Whoop. Oh, drawing. I've just been drawing my whole life. Just kind of pick stuff up along the way, I guess, and you just keep practice as much as you can. Watch a lot of videos, read a lot of books, draw everything that you can see. Be willing to lose. Be willing to fail. Because if you don't try to do things, then you're not gonna learn. You have to be willing to fail. You got to lose. I guess that's the thing I would say. Yep, just got to keep practicing. That's what I'm doing right now. Just chilling, practicing. Trying new things with some clouds. I got some wind blowing right there. Never done that before. Yeah, drawing can be very, 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 very calming. Decompression. It's like a decompression valve. Got a storm brewing over here. These clouds. Let's see here. Clouds are always fun to draw, you know. Let's see here. What would happen if a bird added a bird? OMG. Now I got win. Oh, thanks for stopping by, man. Got a couple of bats right here. Gotta have my bats in there. Let's see here. Probably gonna get another one of these pins. Let's try this one out. Give it a little switcheroni. That's really cool and fun to draw. Oh yeah, definitely. So we're like crows. I'm drawing a lot of those lately as well. Bats and cows match the theme you're using. Or bats and crows? Yeah. Yeah, they usually do. I'm usually drawing some metal stuff, you know, something that's dark. It's just kind of my wheelhouse, I guess. I keep rotating this pen and spinning it around. That way I get that darkness out of it. Getting all my money's worth out of there, you know what I mean? Get that money's worth. let's see here. Do you get your drawings from imagination or get them off stuff? I do both. Like this was in my head. I did a when I do these streams, I usually have I'll draw a bunch of these thumbnails until I pick the right one that I want. It'd be something like this. I'll draw a bunch of them until I find a layout that I want. This was one I did the other night for this Lobo piece. I'm doing on my buddy Omer Glitch's channel. Go check out him. He's a really good artist too. And then I'll pick the one I want. So that was the pose that I wanted. And so I went with that. I did one for the Phantom too, but I can't find the page. But I'll find it eventually, and then I'll probably cut like a little short of this with some metal in the background. But like this was the Lobo piece that I started working on because that was like the layout that I started doing. So I'm working on that guy too. I'm doing the old school Lobo. Give him like a gun arm, and yeah, I'll work on that on Friday. But I always like to do, I'm just trying to show people like how I do my pieces, my pinups. I'm pretty much just doing pinups on here, and then eventually I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully this year I'll start doing some actual page, like sequential pages, But right now it's just pinups, pinup-y stuff, which I think is ultimately it's always going to be fun watching pinups, I think. Just because it is, Sequential art's fun too, though. So I'm going to try to do a blend of both. Yeah. But I like drawing like just kind of stormy clouds, kind of brewing. Let's see. Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, if this is the type of thing that you're into, man. I'm doing it usually like a couple times a week, so hit that subscribe button so you'll know. All right, next time I go live, I usually go live around this time, or usually later, late night Pacific time. I am a night owl. I just do random days whenever I have the time. I have a full-time job, so this is just a hobby of mine, a passion. That's how most people are. If you're working, doing art full time, then you're kind of living the dream, But I haven't reached that yet. But I will one day. I'm gonna get better, and one day it'll be my full-time thing eventually. A little bit of brooding clouds right there. Almost done with that. Just got to keep pushing, Pushing. Never say I can't do that. Always say I haven't done it yet. Right? Yeah, you have to work hard. I got to work harder too. I got to step up my game. Always, always, always. I want to get this, just these textures of this clouds, you know. And then the ship right here. Yeah, I want to get this too. So it should be like this. I got the Naked Gun. I want to go watch that right now. What time is it? Probably pretty late. It's okay though. I work late, so. There we go. Oh, next live? Yeah, that'd be cool. I probably won't be doing the Phantom next. The next one will be just chilling. I'll probably be doing like storyboards, like or not storyboards. I'll probably be trying to find out a layout like this, and then probably try to figure out what I'm gonna do next. I might do like in the community, the Metal Cartoonist community tab. I might have a vote and see if people might want to pick something they want me to draw. Throw up some options maybe. But I've been doing a lot of the old school like pulpy characters. It is Halloween though, so I might probably gonna pick something Halloween style or horror. I'll think of something though. I want to come up with like a theme. I know it's Inktober, but yeah, I'm not really doing that. Yeah, Inktober's, you gotta be a badass, man. You gotta do something every day with that. I'm not, yeah. I'm really slow. Really slow. Step it up. There we go. But yeah, I'm probably gonna come in and maybe I gotta erase this right here. Some pencil. I might come back in and do a little pencil right here too on that rock wall to kind of block that. I might not. But yeah, I'm almost done with it. But I'm probably gonna call it right now, folks, and go and check out a little bit of that Naked Gun movie. That looks pretty funny. It's not too late. Thanks, Osama El Awat, for stopping by. Appreciate it. This is basically the piece we're at right now. Got the Phantom going. And thanks for everybody that stopped by and hit like and subscribed. I really appreciate y'all. Freaking awesome. You guys have an awesome week. It's Monday pretty much everywhere. And always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you next time. Stay metal.